वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्ताः स्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमाः। मय्यावेश्य मनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया पर्युपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः। ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्यमव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम्। सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धया ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परा अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धरता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम्। मय्येव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः। अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय। अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि। अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्। श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ज्ञानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम्। अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी। सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यस्मान्नो द्विजते लोको लोकान्नो च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः। अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः। यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः। समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समसङ्गविवर्जितः। तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेता स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः। ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्दधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। उपस्थित भगवत
भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है, और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है, वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
सदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमजलम् सर्वदी साक्षिभूतम् Vasutam Devam Kansachano Ramadanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. You can now gently and slowly open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness, and all you have to do is to shine brightly, and you will be helping the world and the universe. Stay blessed. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.
वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. On behalf of Swami Geeta Kiran ji and Guru Bhai Joshi ji, I wish to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for being with us tonight. I would now like to invite Guru Bhai Joshi ji to please unmute his audio and take it from here. Over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Beautiful meditation, very soothing. Thank you, Geeta Kiran so much. At one time, someone asked Gurudev, what is the need of first verse of Bhagavad Gita? And Gurudev explained it very, very well. Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yudhostava, Mamaka Pandavasteva, Kim Kuruvata Sanjaya. The entire understanding by few is embedded in this verse and particular word of Mamaka. Once understood what is Mamaka is, that is the source of Mahabharata that has taken place. Mera, Tumara, that has been clarified again and again. Also, ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषु विजायते कामात् क्रोधो विजायते. They are all derivative of misunderstood Mamaka. So while I was meditating, this verse came to my mind. I thought I'd share. When you are very quiet, something comes up, and that's what came up this last few minutes. Now, I want to thank again for all of you who joined. Thanks to Brother Narendraji and Dr. U. Prasadji, always sharing their tapasya's results, their experiences, what they have been through, studying Bhagavad Gita, putting in their life. And as Gurudev has said, जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इसको धारण करता है, वो जीवात्मा को छोड़कर ईश्वर की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं. And most of us who are here and not here, they do believe that when you open the book and think about Bhagavad Gita, the conversation between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, you feel different. You feel you are a better person that moment. So the need of doing Bhagavad Gita as much as possible, few times a day, every day, Ishwartva will be attained. With that said, I request very humbly to Sri Narendra Kapoorji, share something. And again, I want to congratulate you for one additional award that you recently received in New York. आपको बधाई, congratulations to you, Kapoor Sahib. For you, all of you who don't know, he has been given one more additional award in New York City. So, congratulations. बधाई हो. We feel proud. It's yours now.
Thank you, Joshiji, for good words. My dear sister Geeta ji and Prasad ji and Peter ji and all the devotees on this forum. Om Shri Paramatme Namaha. Gita Shasmidham Punyam Ya Patet Priyatapuman Vishnu Padam Vaproti Bhai Shokadi Varjitaha. Geeta adhyanशीलस्य प्राणायाम परस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्म कृतानि च ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकारेषु सर्वदा ॐ शान्तकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरन् सर्वलोक एकैनाथन् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहेश सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव वन्दनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीय मामृतात् ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यां वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धि भवतु मे सदा ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Today, I would like to share a thought came to my mind before coming here, the element of fear. And it's very pertinent and important notion that we are living on this planet full of fear. Fear. There was a broad-based research recently done, and the overwhelming response was the fear of death. Fear of death. And it was a worldwide polling, and majority of the people said that they are fearful of death. So I was amused with this research that majority of the people on this planet, they have no idea about the wisdom embedded in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavad Gita is professing from the rooftop that there is no such thing as death. Absolutely no such thing as death. I don't know who invented this word. The right word is the transition from one stage to another. And the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita professes many times in many verses that we are not the bodies, we are living in the bodies. At a certain point in time, as our body is made of 5 gross elements, earth, water, air, fire, and sky, which is the space. And these all the elements are transitional. They are changing moment by moment. So outer frame, which we are not, we are living in this frame. That is melting day by day like a candle. So the mirror which shows you, and this is, I'm very concerned that majority of the people, either they don't understand and they don't practice. We stand in front of the mirror, and whatever mirror shows us, we think we are that. But when we go to the doctor's office, he shows you through the X-ray, and there is nothing what the mirror was showing. It's a total upside down situation. So the idea is, just a minute, I think something has gone wrong. Whatever. What happened?
You are okay.
The voice is coming,
Yes.
but I don't see.
We can hear
I
you
don't
very
see my.
clearly.
What happened? Joshiji?
We can hear you well.
I don't know, the screen disappeared.
You are okay. Everything looks good.
So you can see me, right?
Yes, I can see you. I can hear you very well.
Okay, so let me continue. I don't see myself, but I will continue to. Yeah. So the idea I was sharing with you that the people on this planet are scared of the word death. And Bhagavad Gita says there is no such thing as death. And we, the students, serious students of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and all the devotees worldwide, they should also practice this. Wherever I go, most of the time in senior centers, people are scared. People are scared. And the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is so imperative at this point in time to eliminate the fear of death from the deepest corner of the people all around. Because when you are fearful, then your personality diminishes, spirituality disappears, materiality expands, and you start living in your own world, which I created myself through the kingdom of I-ness. In that world which I create, which is called the kingdom of I-ness, there is a fear because I created so many things, and now at a certain point you start losing those things. The fear of losing, including your outer frame, it's a terrible situation. When I talk to people in the senior homes, they call me to talk about Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They are spellbound. They don't understand that they have never been told like that before. So fear is not the natural ingredient. ईश्वर की ये जो बनाई हुई सृष्टि है इसमें फियर कुछ नहीं है. ईश्वर इज द बेस्ट इंजीनियर. उनके प्रोडक्ट में कोई गलती नहीं हो सकती. प्रोडक्ट मेड बाय हिज ऑलमाइटी भगवान श्री कृष्ण, उसमें कोई कमी नहीं है. देयर इज नो फियर in the realm of divinity. And it's really very sad situation. So let us commit to ourselves that I won't be fearful. हम we do lot of पूजा of भगवान शिवा, और शिव जी के गले में सर्पों की माला है, और अगर एक सांप कहीं निकल आए हमारे घर में या जहाँ हम लोग बैठे हैं, हम सारे लोग भाग के चले जाते हैं, बिकॉज वी आर fearful. बट लॉर्ड शिवा, भगवान शिव, उन्होंने सर्पों की माला डाली हुई है. They are showing you, become fearless, become fearless. Snakes are not meant to bite you. ईश्वर की बनाई हुई सृष्टि में कोई fear नहीं है. And you are the best product coming out this evolution. तो आप में fear नहीं होना चाहिए. Because in fear, your immune system is compromised. There's an anxiety, jealousy, pushing, pulling. It is all the display due to fear. The insurance industry all over the world, they have exploited this fear of death. And there are many types of policies coming up. They capitalize on this word, the death, the fear of death. They create so many instruments to assure you. But my humble request to all of us is that calm down and go in the lap of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, where it is written on the wall. There is no such thing as fear. We are not the bodies. We are living in the bodies. Fear of death is just a utopian idea. You are eternal. You are perpetual. You are Sanatan. You are the integral part of the Almighty. You are Jivatma living in this body. This body is a house. It dilapidated in due course. But your journey continues until you merge in the Almighty. So my submission to all of us is become fearless. There is no such thing as death. And then also stop mentioning this that you have become senior. Moment by moment, पल पल छिन छिन हम जी रहे हैं, बदल रहे हैं. So don't take time in the form of mathematics. When everything is changing every moment, then you are one moment old. Never say I'm 80 years old, 70 years old. That is the wrong thinking. Wrong thinking. If you are a serious student of Bhagavad Gita, always say that I am one moment old. I am rejuvenating every moment. I am full of freshness. When you are in the present, you are fresh. And we are all one moment old. So fear, jealousy, and all the negative emotions, they will drag you down. But the positivity, which is the absence of fear, compassion is an emotion out of fear. Selflessness comes only when you are fearless. Fearful people cannot be selfless. So try to imbibe these qualities under the direction of Swami Hariharji Maharaj. He stressed this point many times, that beta become fearless. Fearless. Fear diminishes your progress in the right direction. And Lord Shiva, it depicts so clearly that there is no such thing as fear. So, with these words, I don't know what happened to my computer. I don't see myself. I'm just talking. And I pray to Almighty Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Mata Rani, Lord Hanuman, Ramchandra Ji, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, to give us the strength and courage to imbibe these qualities and become fearless, become fearless, become fearless. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you very much, Narendraji. Well explained your experiences. I'm very happy that you brought the word fear and insurance. And one verse comes to mind, ultimate insurance policy in which you don't pay any premium. Sarvadharman parityaja mamyekam saranam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayikshami ma sucha. Let's study that verse of 18th chapter and find out what Sarvadharman parityaja is meant. And once that is understood, that fear will virtually evaporate. Thank you very much for bringing that. And your voice came out very clear, but your face was frozen. I mean, we could see you, but hear you very well, but your face was there. So maybe you can share.
Joshiji, I am in a travel status, so I was using some other facility.
Sometimes it happens, but we could see you and hear you very clearly. With that said, I very humbly request our Professor Dr. Prasad.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.
Dr. Saab, waiting for your Amrit Varni.
Thank you very much, Joshi ji. Thank you very much indeed. Let me start with the prayer to Bhagwan and Gurudev. Vansi vibhushita kara navanir dabhat pitambara darunabimba phaladharostat Purnendu sundaramukhat Arvinda netrat Krishnat param kimapi tattvamaham na jane Ajnanitimirandhasya Jnananjan Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Divine souls, Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Last week, I had started to dwell upon this verse 3 of chapter 5. Gyeyah sanitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. So there is two parts. One is the part where Bhagavan says that, oh Arjuna, anybody who has the qualities that he neither desires nor hates, consider him as a perpetual sannyasi. He is all the time, consider him to be a sannyasi. He has renounced this world, even though he is living in the world. He is a karma yogi. He is living in this world, performing all his bounden duties. But he has two very important qualities: that he has no desire for possessing anything, for having anything in the world, and he does not hate any world. The other part is nirdvando hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. If this dvanda or duality, dveshti and kankshati, this is a duality. If somebody has no more these pair of opposites, no duality, is free from those, then consider him to be liberated from the bondage of samsara. He is no more bound to the sansar, he is liberated. So that is the end product of the quality of the person who is having the quality of having no desire, having no hate. This is the dvanda, duality, one opposite to other. Raga, dves, sukha, dukha, jaya, parajaya, labha, hani, day and night, heat and cold, birth and death. Bhagavan has given all these, mentioned all these dualities in Bhagavad Gita here and there. That is the normal situation of everybody. Everybody in this world who is born to the world, who considers world to be real, to be the one where he lives and performs all his actions, to that, those persons, Ichha dvesha samuthena dvandva mohena bharata sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti param tapa. Why this person, why people living the world have these two attributes of having desire and aversion? Because they are all subject to delusion. Ichha dvanda mohena. Moha is the world. That is the delusion. It is the reason for dvanda is delusion. Not only that, sarva bhutani sammoham sarge yanti param tapa. All living beings in the material realm are deluded by these things. So two things are happening. What we call it, dudhari talwar. Two edges sword having both edges. One is that this duality is caused by delusion, and it also causes delusion. One thing is that delusion, the duality is caused by delusion, and once you have duality, it causes duality. So it goes on, and you are repeatedly taking birth in the sansar, dying, living and dying, and that kind of cycle, sansar, it goes on. And from where this moha comes? That comes from Trivirguna. That is given in verse 13 of chapter 7. Trivirguna maher bhave evi sarvamidam jagat mohitam na vijanati mamevya paramabhyayam. That I am supreme, I am imperishable, I am the Lord of the world. These people do not recognize me. Who are those? Deluded by the threefold modes of nature, deluded by these gunas. Trivirguna mayera bhave, satogun, rajogun, tamogun. These gunas are the cause for the delusion. So you see how one after another, one leads to the other. There is this prakriti, this nature, it's guna. It leads to delusion. Delusion leads to duality. Duality leads to delusion. And the cycle goes on. And you ever remain the bondage. Here he's talking about release of bondage, liberation from bondage. But the one who has got delusion, moha, because of the dvanda, and dvanda leads to moha, that leads to ultimately bondage. So at some place, there is need to sever this, break this cycle. The cycle has to be broken somewhere. And Bhagavan has given beautifully at so many places how to break this bondage. And let us examine this. This is theoretical part. Let us see how practically one can take step to get rid of this cycle of bondage and delusion and dualities. We have understood this very well, and I have predicted something like this many times before, And we keep on. We keep this frame of thing of scientific basis of analyzing things in our life all the time with us. We all know very well that there are things in the world which is outside the body. Body belongs to the world anyway. But take this body to be another one part of the world, which is called internal world, and take is the external world, which is outside this body. All these objects in the world, entire object population are in the world outside. समष्टि प्रकृति, सारे विषय जो सेंस ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, सारे विषय इस समष्टि प्रकृति में है. हमारे शरीर में नहीं है विषय, विषय सब आउटसाइड है. और हमारे शरीर में क्या है? टेंटिकल्स, 10 इंद्रियां, senses, sense organs are within our body. This is our internal world, our Vyashti Prakriti, in which we have the sense of organs. So, objects outside, they attract, they have the ability to keep attracting, and we have the weakness to get attracted. So, the weakness in us allows our sense organs to run outside, what is called Vahirmukhi. We all talked about several all the time. You keep understanding. We have to understand this all the time, that our sense objects, we don't have control over them, over it. And we talked about in chapter 3 and chapter 4, how to control our senses. So if senses organs are not in our control, it will run towards the objects. Objects are not, they are मिठाई के दुकान में मिठाइयां पड़ी हुई हैं. हमको क्यों लालच होता है कि हम रसगुल्ला खाएंगे, हम गुलाब जामुन खाएंगे, रसमलाई खाएंगे? अरे क्यों भाई? Why you want your test thing to have, and not 1, 2, 3, and then later on you feel, no more. So that is the behavior, normal behavior as it happens to those whose senses are not in their control. They allow their senses to run outside toward the sense objects. And what happens then? When there is this contact, either you like it or dislike it. There starts the duality. That is Dvanda, whether I should take it or not take it. Now that starts developing between, once there is a contact, this phenomena is bound to take place because you don't have control over your senses. There is nothing wrong in the world outside. World outside is there. Every variety of things are there everywhere. You are not, music of different types are being played. Why you are going to the temple and hear the bhajan there? You like bhajan. Others will hate it, will run from it. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to, no, I have to go to the cinema. Another type of music is being played there. So because his sense organs, all these things are tainted with 3 gunas. The 3 gunas have tended these. If they are sattoguni, they will go towards right things. If they are tamoguni and rajoguni, then again they will be behaving in a way that will put them down. So the question of having your sense organs under control, and the one which controls these sense organs are the mind. घोड़े जो है ना, घोड़े के लगाम है, ये जो इंद्रियों को जो पकड़े हुए है वो लगाम है. That is the mind. It is the mind which is controlling the reins of the horses. Horses want to run away in a different direction which you don't want. But if your mind is under control, then of course you will not allow your sense organs to run towards the objects outside. And that, of course, this depends upon how mind is tainted by the 3 gunas, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. And that's how the beauty is. You have to get your mind purified. The impurities in the mind causes the sense organs to get out of control, and once that gets out of control, then it acts with the sense objects and goes highway in a different way. Up they go into opposite directions, or they goes to directions which are hurting, which are not allowing your mana, buddhi, and chit and ahankar to be with Brahma, because this is all the time running in this direction. And if I have another slide. Okay. Let me explain this all similar way. We can look at it in a different way, slightly different. Let us take the Jiva. Jiva, we have all the human body, which has got this Bhagwan, the Jivatma, in the alive, making it alive, prana with that. Then there is Jagat, that is Sansar we talked about, and there is the Lord of Jagat, Jagadishwar. Swami Sivananda Ji, if you read his book, he has gone to great extent in analyzing the world we live in. The type, the one is the Sat, and other is Asat. We have talked about many times. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sata. Now, in order to analyze in a practical way, theoretically is all right. You can say the one is Asat, another, but you can so many things. You give them the qualification, Atma, Najayate, Mriteva, Kadachin, Nayam, Bhuta, Bhavita, Bhavanam. All those things are theoretical. That's perfectly all right. Let us come to the practical part. He says that creation is, this Lord's creation is all over the place. It is all Lord's creation. भगवान ने बनाया है. सृष्टि की रचना भगवान ने की है प्रकृति के साथ मिल करके. Now, one can look at a subjective part. It has a subjective part and objective part. Objective part is that creation which is the Vyasti Prakriti. This is the thing which is the part which is the objective part. And this is the subjective part. So if you analyze Lord's creation is one, there is nothing wrong. If you have a fruit, which is, you look at the fruit. There is a fruit in Malaysia, there is a fruit which a lot of people, they don't like it. And there are others who very much, they're so like anything. They're very much favorable to somebody. There is hate, people hate them. So there are two groups of people, one fruit. There is one fruit which maybe for any other example you can say, there is, say, a fruit, people very much like it, one, other who don't like it. There is nothing wrong in the Lord's creation of that fruit. भगवान ने उस फ्रूट को बना दिया. वो तो फ्रूट है, अपनी जगह पर है. लोग हैं इसको पसंद है, लोग हैं इसको नहीं पसंद है. You can vegetable also talk of vegetable. There is vegetable. What is wrong? It's God's creation. भगवान ने मिर्ची बना दी है. There is a chili there. The chili has its own quality. There are people who like very much and they eat chili like anything. Keep on taking chili. The others who will not like it. So what is wrong with God's creation? Bhagwan ke creation mein there is nothing wrong. Everything, irrespective of size and shape and face and color and all these things, सब प्रकृति में जितनी चीजें हैं सब भगवान के बनाई हुई हैं. Everything is made of Bhagwan. We should not have a feeling of hatred or feeling of love and too much for anything. So the creation of hatred, of dvanda we are talking about, the pairs of opposite which is created is not created by Bhagwan, is not created by the objects in the Bhagwan, in the world, but it is the subjective feeling of an individual who hates something, it is subjective feeling of one person who likes something. So the hatred against anybody, a hatred is, see, you can say one person is a cruel, ugly. Now, his wife will, for her, he is the most loving person in the world, because for some reason or other, she feels her in a different way. You may feel that, oh my God, no, such an ugly fellow, who will like him? But for his wife, he's like, so liking and disliking among individuals, if you take them as objects, you should not hate anybody. You should not have any excessive love or raga with, and rag and dvesh. These two are the things which will lead to, which is created by moha, which is created by the gunas. So it is all one after. Bhagavan says you should not be either have hate or have, must not have nirdvando. You must have completely free from this feeling of duality. And once you are free from duality, what is the duality which is cause of bondage? If you want to release, then get rid of this feeling of duality. No hate, no desire. What a beautiful formula Bhagavan has given. What can be easier than this? If we can practice no kangshati, no dveshti, kangshati, how much? How much more you want to have? One ornament, two ornaments, gold ornaments, diamond ornaments. I have met with very rich people and they get, my God, you are professor, you must be having a very happy life because you must be thinking of new research all the time. In our case, one ornament, another ornament. I am fed up buying an ornament for a person. As a doctor, he was a friend of mine, as a doctor colleague. So he said, you have gone to the academic line, you must be enjoying your life. I am having, so he is fed up with the magicians, so much of magician, he is fed up. While I'm enjoying trying to create some more research, trying to get involved in more activity, trying to look towards it. So the question of Bhagavan in this verse, I have several other things to talk about, but time has caught up. So we will talk about the rest of things next week. Thank you very much. I think we should learn from this that God's creation is everything is okay, fine. It is His creation, whether it is a pinprick or whether it is rasgulla. Everything is His creation. Everything is good. We must not have feeling of hatred. We must have feeling of over possession by anything. Na dveshti, na kangshati. Jai Sri Krishna.
Thank you, Jai Shri Krishna, Dr. Prasadji. Sincerely, respectfully, we appreciate yours taking us right into the scripture of Bhagavad Gita and discussing verse for verse. Many years ago, I was drawn into verse 45 of chapter 2. Tri Gunya Vishya Veda Nistagman Bhavajana Nirgando Nityasantoso Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. That was the beginning power point from Sri Krishna to Arjuna. And today, Dr. Prasadji has got verse 3 of chapter 5 for Nirdvand and Nirgun chapter 7 verse 9. So my request and suggestion is, for 1 week, the assignment should be to go into verse 45, chapter 2, verse 3 of chapter 5, and verse 13 of chapter 7. It will be very, very enlightening. Thank you again, Dr. Prasadji. Thank you so much. Now I see that we have our priest of Gita from Minnesota, Dinesh Kumarji and Vivek Kamran. So I request if Vivek is listening, unmute and introduce Panditji and take 2 or 3 minutes to share what's happening.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. So beautifully said, Prasadji. Really enjoyed this duality concept. My goodness, mirchi bhi aap le aaye aur gulab jamun bhi le aaye aap. What a concept. It was so beautifully done, so much knowledge, so much I wish this concept of hatred would go away. I wish. It is so difficult to do, but it's so nice that you bring it up and remind us about it. So thank you so much. Pandit ji is here with us. आजकल पितृपक्ष चल रहा है, तो पंडित जी को मैंने कहा था, वो बहुत पूजा करा रहे हैं आजकल सबके लिए, तो मैंने कहा हम सबके लिए जो यहाँ आए हैं सत्संग में, उनके लिए भी कुछ मेडिसिन आप दे दीजिए. पंडित जी, जय श्री कृष्ण, प्लीज गो अहेड एंड आप थोड़े पितृपक्ष के ऊपर बात कीजिए एंड उसका जो सिग्निफिकेंस है फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस एंड आल्सो हाउ कैन वी इम्प्रूव and get the benefit of Pitru Paksh that you always talk about. Pandit ji, please go ahead. Unmute kar lijiye, Pandit ji.
Unmuted.
जय श्री कृष्ण, जय गुरुदेव। तो सबसे पहले तो मैं आप सभी उपस्थित गुरु बंधुओं को गुरु दरबार मिनीसोटा से, मिनियापोलिस से सबको बहुत बहुत जय श्री कृष्ण और नमन करता हूं कि ये बहुत ही अच्छा प्रयास है। देखो कि अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण और बड़ी दुर्लभ बातें श्रीमद् भगवद गीता में से जो निकाल करके उसका चिंतन करना, उसके ऊपर मंथन करना, फिर मंथन करके उसको प्रस्तुत करना डॉक्टर साहब ने और हमारे अपने बहुत ही बड़े प्रेमी जोशी साहब और हमारे बहुत ही अति प्रिय और निकट और इस आश्रम के काफी और गुरु भक्त रहे हैं और हमेशा चारों दिशाओं में अच्छे प्रयास करते हैं। न्यूयॉर्क से हमारे कपूर साहब, तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा प्रयास है, क्योंकि शास्त्रों के अनुसार तो जितना भी जो भी भगवान ने गीता में कहा है, इसका उपयोग अगर किया जाए तो मनुष्य डेफिनेटली ब्रह्म को प्राप्त कर सकता है, बहुत ही अच्छे रास्ते से, बहुत ही सिंपल रास्ते से। और इन शास्त्रों में तो बहुत बड़े अनेक प्रकार के साधन बताए गए हैं, कर्म के, भक्ति के, बड़े बड़े सुगम साधन बताए गए। भगवान कृष्ण स्वयं ने कहा यज्ञा नाम जप यज्ञोस्मि, जिस प्रकार से अजपा जाप जिसको हम कहते हैं कि ऐसे भी गुरुदेव भी कहा करते थे कि मैंने उनकी एक पुस्तक में पढ़ा है कि अजपा जाप किसको कहते हैं। क्यों अजपा जाप मतलब जो व्यक्ति चल रहा है वो निरंतर भगवान का नाम ले रहा है, उसका निरंतर जाप कर रहा है, मन में चिंतन कर रहा है। तो ये सब करने पर भगवान की कितनी असीम अनुकंपा होती है, ये व्यक्ति वही जान सकता है जो इस प्रकार के संकल्प को लेकर के 24 घंटा एक क्षण भी व्यर्थ नहीं जाने देता। चाहे वो गुरु भक्ति में हो, चाहे कृष्ण भक्ति में हो, चाहे राम भक्ति में हो, दुर्गा भक्ति में हो, शिव भक्ति में हो, हनुमत भक्ति में हो या राम भक्ति में हो। और उसी अवस्था को वेदों में, शास्त्रों में हंस कहा गया है। हंस मीन्स जो कि हर निरंतर हमारे श्वास में, जैसे हम सुन रहे हैं निरंतर वीरवार को, निरंतर हर श्वास में क्या कभी कभी एक श्वास के अंदर कई बार कृष्ण का नाम, कई बार ईश्वर का नाम, कई बार गुरुदेव का नाम, कई बार अनेक प्रकार के भगवान के अनेक प्रकार के गुणों का व्याख्यान होता है। तो ये भी बड़ा एक अजपा जाप है। चाहे ये स्वप्न हो या सुसुप्ति हो या प्रत्येक स्थिति में इसका जाप करना ही ये एक क्रिया द्वारा एक बहुत अनायास प्रयास है। और इस संकल्प को ये मनुष्य के लिए कहा गया है कि कर्म करने के लिए बड़े अच्छे ढंग से डॉक्टर साहब ने प्रस्तुत किया कि कर्म को बंधन से, कर्म से मुक्त होना है। और उस बंधन से जो कर्म तो हर व्यक्ति करता है, और कर्म के बिना तो हम रह भी नहीं सकते हैं। कर्म तो हमारा स्वभाव है, मानव जीवन का, हर प्राणी का ये स्वभाव है। उस स्वभाव के बिना कोई रह नहीं सकता, चाहे वो जप करना हो या माला जपता हो या गीता का पाठ करना हो या भक्ति योग का पाठ करता हो, चाहे पुरुषोत्तम योग का पाठ करता हो, चाहे मोक्ष संन्यास योग का पाठ करते हो, लेकिन वो पाठ ही है। इसलिए कहा गया ना, उच्चरते स्वयं यस्मात् स्वदेहावस्थितः शिव तस्मात् तत्त्वमिदां चैव स एव जप उच्यते। निरंतर उस श्वास प्रश्वास के द्वारा हंस सोहम के रूप में शरीर की स्थिति में उस पर ब्रह्म परमात्मा के नाम का कर उच्चारण होता रहता है। तो कहता है वो अतः वो तत्ववेता ही होता है, और वो परमात्मा की एक बड़ी कृपा होती है उसके ऊपर। तो कर्म करने के बड़े अच्छे हैं। आजकल कर्मों के नाम से याद आ गया कि आजकल श्राद्ध भी चल रहे हैं, और आश्विन कृष्ण पक्षी के ये जिन चल रहे हैं और इनको महालया श्राद्ध के नाम से पुकारा जाता है, क्योंकि श्राद्ध हम लोग देव ऋण, पितृ ऋण, ऋषि ऋण के हमेशा ऋणी रहे। और इन ऋणों से मुक्त होने के लिए खास करके जिन पितरों के द्वारा हम आए हैं, जिनके द्वारा हमारा ये समाज, हमारी परंपरा, हमारी जो वंश चल रहा है वो पितरों की कृपा से चल रहा है। आजकल ये पवित्र दिन है, इनको पितरों का मेला कहा जाता है, पितृ महोत्सव कहा जाता है। इसलिए पितृ महोत्सव में कहा गया पूर्वान्नो य वेदानाम मध्याह्ने मनुष्याणाम परान्न पितृणाम सुते पूर्वान्ने दैविकम श्राद्ध अपराह्ने जो पार्वणाम। कहते हैं कि इस यज्ञ में, इस श्राद्ध में किया हुआ जो कर्म होता है उससे हमारे पितृ संतुष्ट होते हैं, और जब हमारे पितृ संतुष्ट होते हैं तो भगवान कृष्ण स्वयं प्रसन्न होते हैं। क्योंकि जब भी हम कुछ भी अर्पण करते हैं पितरों को तो पहले भगवान कृष्ण का नाम लेते हैं और फिर कृष्ण के बाद हम पितरों का नाम लेते हैं। तो उससे पितृ भी प्रसन्न होते हैं और भगवान प्रसन्न होते हैं कृष्ण, क्योंकि कृष्ण को अर्पित किया हुआ ही हमारे पितरों को वो शुद्ध रूप में, अमृत रूप में मिलता है, और वही प्रसाद हमें फिर अमृत रूप में वापस मिलता है। कई हजार गुना फल, कई हजार गुना पुण्य वो हमें उससे प्राप्त होता है। तो आजकल बड़े अच्छे दिन चल रहे हैं जिनमें आजकल यहाँ पर गीता आश्रम मिनेसोटा में काफी पितृ पूजन होता है। लोग आते हैं अपने पितरों के निमित्त यथाशक्ति भक्ति द्वारा जो भी पत्र पुष्प अर्पण करते हैं, भगवान को, भगवान के दर्शन करते हैं, प्रणाम करते हैं, पितरों का स्मरण करते हैं और पत्र पुष्प भगवान को अर्पण कर देते हैं। तो ये हमारे लिए कहीं ना कहीं इन कर्म को करने से हमारे जीवन का जो भटकाव है उस भटकाव का कहीं ना कहीं हनन कर देता है हमारे कर्म। तो ये भगवान के ये हंसावतार हैं, इसलिए हम यह है कि भगवान की कृपा हम सबके ऊपर बनी रहे और पितरों की कृपा हम सबके ऊपर बनी रहे। आप सभी ज्ञानी हैं, ईश्वर प्रेमी है, भगवत प्रेमी है, गुरु प्रेमी है, और पितरों पितरों के सबके ऊपर कृपा बनी रहे। इन्हीं के साथ में सभी को फिर से जय श्री कृष्णा गीता आश्रम मैनेजर प्रदेश की तरफ से। और मुझे सबके दर्शन करके बड़ा आनंद आया, बहुत अच्छा लगा ऐसी बातें सुन करके भगवत गीता के बारे में, और ऐसे ही निरंतर चलता रहे। जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण पंडित जी, बहुत सुंदर, थैंक यू। गो अहेड जोशी जी।
जोशी जी अनम्यूट कीजिए, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
It is the principal time, and I mentioned last week also. We exist because of our forefathers. And now is the time to recognize them and ask for their blessings. They are watching our activities. And our job is to pray, think about them, respect them, meditate on them, and serve the poor, feed the hungry, do something we call Yajnaskar. So thank you Vivek ji, thank you Pandit ji for coming up. Very talented, very qualified person. Today we have taken some extra time because the Pandit ji was here. Again, thank you very much. Hope to hear from you more often. And last but not the least, remember second chapter 45th verse, remember third verse of chapter 5, and remember to read and understand verse 13 of chapter 7. They are all related, and you will appreciate how in the whole wide universe a script like Bhagavad Gita has ever been created. We are blessed, we are fortunate that we are talking about that scripture. One of the brilliant stars in the sky of all the scriptures is Bhagavad Gita. And I thank single-handedly Dr. Prasad ji, who's taking one verse and connecting the other verses to make it more meaningful, more interesting. No words to thank Dr. Prasad. Dr. Prasad ji, thank you anyway. Jai Shri Krishna, keep doing good things this week. We'll see again. Navratri is coming soon. Beautiful time for self-rejuvenation. Thank you so much. And we are seeing Gurudev in Gita Ashram, Minnesota. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Krishna, everyone.
जय
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Shri Krishna, Veena ji.
आप कैसे हैं जोशी जी?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, better than yesterday. Always good.
तो आपके पास गुरु जी की ब्लेसिंग है, लॉर्ड कृष्णा की
Yes,
आशीर्वाद
yes,
है।
always
बिल्कुल।
there, lot of it, so much.
Yes, yes, that's very true.
Thank you, very, thank you.
जय श्री कृष्ण जय श्री
Jai Shri
जय
Thank you, Karan. Sakti
जय
ji. Be ready next week. Sakti ji will ask you to share your hard work that you are doing lately. So much hard work. So we will request you to take 5 minutes and share your work that we can take some advantage of. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Guru.
जय श्री
जय श्री कृष्ण।
And lastly, many, many thanks to Swami Geeta Kiran ji for untiringly putting us together always. Thank you, Geeta Kiran ji.
Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, everybody.
And Dinesh ji, you be ready
जय
also. Jai Shri Krishna. We'll see you next week.